All right, welcome back. This is question 41 from biology section in IMAT 2011 past paper. So I'll be solving this question. So it says in a DNA sample, the percentage of guanine present was 28%. What is the percentage of thymine in the sample? So before we move any further, we must recall the important key points. So first of all, we know that DNA is made of four nitrogenous bases. So those are the four nitrogenous bases. So those four nitrogenous bases are thymine, which base pairs with adenine using two hydrogen bonds, and we have guanine, which base pairs with cytosine by its three hydrogen bonds. So for this question, you don't need to know the number of hydrogen bond because that's not necessary. We're asked about the number of bases, the thymine bases in the given sample. But still, for an IMAT, it's very crucial to know the number of bases, the number of hydrogen bonds, which is the weak intermolecular forces. But for this specific question, it's not required. So this is just the main key point we must remember. Okay, so these are the four nitrogenous bases: thymine, adenine, guanine, and cytosine. Okay, so what we are given with is that 28% of the DNA bases are compromised, are composed of guanine. So what we can do is that since they did not give the exact total number of bases in a DNA sample, so since it says 28% in the form of percentage, we can assume ourselves that the total number of bases in DNA sample is 100%. Okay, so the total number of bases in the DNA sample is 100% that we've assumed ourselves because they've not specified the number of bases in this given sample. So since it's given in percentage, so we'll also assume that it's equal to 100%, the number of bases in a DNA sample. Okay, and we are given with the percentage of a specific base, which is a guanine. So since we know that the 28% of the bases in this DNA sample is guanine, so the percentage of cytosine will also be 28%. So why is that? Because as I've mentioned over here, then guanine base pairs with cytosine. So meaning if the number of guanines are 28%, so the cytosine will also be 28%. Okay, so that's the thing we must know. But for thymine, we're not sure. So thymine and adenine is the thing we must find out. So we're not sure about this, the percentage of the bases, thymine and adenine. And we know if we find out the percentage of bases for thymine, it will be similar to as adenine. So for example, I say 10% thymine, it will also be 10% adenine because as we know that these base pairs with each other. Okay, so now move forward. So what we can do, we can equate it. So we know that 2 will double each. So why is that? Because 20% is for guanine. So we will multiply this 28% twice because we know it's guanine and cytosine. So so this means it's twice that base and plus 2 of the X. So thymine and adenine, I'll equate it as X. So thymine, I'm not sure, but I know that whatever value I get for thymine will be same as the adenine, just as this for guanine and cytosine. So the base pairs of this is for guanine plus cytosine, and this X over here is thymine plus adenine. Okay, sorry, this entire thing, this entire thing represent this variables. This 2 times 28% is guanine plus cytosine, and 2 times X is thymine plus adenine. Okay, so as I've assumed that 100% is the total number of bases in the total percentage of bases in DNA sample, so I'll equate it to 100. Okay, 100%. All right, so like that. So I'm going to rearrange this equation to find the value for x, make the x as subject. Okay, so I'll take everything to that side. So first of all, I'll divide this 100% by 2, and then after that, once it's done, I'll bring 28% that side. So this will subtract this one. So this will give me 100 by 2 is 50 minus 28. So this will give me 22%. Okay, so the answer is 22%. So this means that thymine, the percentage of thymine bases in the DNA sample is 22%, and same as for adenine. Adenine, the percentage of adenine bases in this DNA sample is also 22%. So this is the answer for this question. So the percentage of thymine sample and this DNA is 22%. So that's how we solve this question. It's pretty easy. So all you need to know is that it's base pairs. Okay, and the four main nitrogenous bases in the DNA. And so that's how we solve this question. So thank you guys for watching my video. I hope you find this video helpful. Please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys. Bye.